door. Interesting. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Logan's name is written here too.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Den of decadent delights.
Sir. Oh, apologies. Oh? Oh dear. Been gone for a you don't... Horrible hell. Gotta keep low.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is correct.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. Murdered. Mick, I'm staying put, mind. Have a skeg at these. That should do ya.
Expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even
Come to Baldurs Gate, he said.
Here we're where he met the drow.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Welcome. And grace. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives... Am I? It's fee on you, see. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! I'll miss that. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big... They're through the... You'll need coin and stamina and... I hate this. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many. My. I can tell you are a... You have but to ask. Don't be shy.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course. Trust me.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
A brother and a sister at the same time? Yeah, no. You do your thing, but that's not mine. As the right...
A shame. But...
Darling?
My, you have, but don't be shy.
What? Trust me, we are twins. Since I came to the surface, I purchased an enchantment to bless me with infertility, if that soothes your mind.
Our bodies will haunt your dreams.
A brother and a sister at the same time. Degenerate.
A shame.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
How's but other hankering for spicier flavours? How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll?
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among... I shall slake your first dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence. Hoots! Order!
Another...
Hang on a tick. I recognize that face.
Why?
You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you... A Baal plot. Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. I assumed it was just about... Fine. I'll bite. No need to waive documents. Constable Devella is going to be a real... Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously... Oh, and... Well...
Wits and blades, always sharp. Oh, what are you hiding?
Such a prude.
Birthday boy just know, but don't worry. Everyone is your S's.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eye.
What are you?
Wait, I know you.
I most certainly do. Jara is the most valued.
Your face. The absolute has...
Jara, what's going on?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rot.
Don't waste a step. Can't afford to let up. On my way.
This is gonna feel good. Aye, aye.
No steel can save you.
Hells, but no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Who? Oh, yes. Free your mind of her.
Her gaze and the woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flare is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes.
You see only darkness.
The all-being. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than powerful. An emperor to the heavens.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may... And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. I'll admit, you've impressed me. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads down. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will... You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking, but I can give you the means to break him free. To illithids, yes, he would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden. One that will... An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You...
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the Isn't it just?
There it is. Of course.
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are... I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Circus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the... That was the great age of humanity. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Circus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his Circus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. So much power. I raged. And these, they brought the crown back into play. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. But they'll, if you don't, it is an...
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, but there's no guarantee that... And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the... He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
What? You can't be...
Right? You'll find... The moment I have yours... You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my fine... Perfect. The master was... They dined. The hammer is... Be sure to keep the hammer... And I'll be...
The ink has barely dropped.
In here I thought you had half a brain. You signed a deal with Raphael. What were you thinking? 'Cause why would a devil ever lie to you? What if you change your mind about giving him the crown? And anyway, do you... As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that. We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his... I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just... We need to find a I'm getting in, getting your contract.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Call and I answer.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
No time to rest.
There you are. I thought I'd lost. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand, but it's... Do you have any idea what it was? Raphael, of course. The stench of him. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
And risk become... You would... I shall respect, but know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project... Now come. We have an elk.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
So you made the deal with
the Prince of the Comet. Can it be among the take one since the prince?
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The prince, but he will see reason. Yes, but you will meet this challenge.
One she can win.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delights?
Shh, shh. Not so loud.
Whoa. Take a deep breath for me. Yeah?
Shh. Come on, eh?
Good. Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
Up there, Danthalon's dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
Welcome to Danthalon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Dinner with my parents?
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a blueberries.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below.
Any surprises?
That depends. Then no. No surprises. Right, Sammy. I would... unless...
All's well that ends. Not as bad as
I
it
wouldn't
could
keep your... unless you're buying. Then he can wait till the Soul Forge goes dark. A pleasure.
Whatever it takes.
I wouldn't, unless you're by.
This armor was such a bargain.
Darling.
Now here's some... Stop. Now you've just sampled some of Baldurs Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Be
You tried to climb up one, you madman!
You're not wearing armor.
Hell! Not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Yes, a high harbour, standing beneath Selûne's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
Oh, Jaheira. Orin promised you'd make for challenging prey, but then you brought an idiot along.
Oh, our cover's blood. The messy way it is.
find a route.
Do you know, I think we have given offense.
Orange doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Shadow.
Did I?
Shaluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them.
They were tracking you instead.
Everything seemed fine, until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Russian. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face.
I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones.
No, Jaheira! Hi, Harper! Please!
This work isn't for everyone, boy, and there is no shame in that.
Yes, I...
Just Jaheira to you now. Go on. I have all the help I need.
Now with my parents. No one stopped me yet.
Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. A good question. I have not been... Tell me, what do you know of a man named...
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. Before we ever heard of this, what we found was the first dark seed of this plot. We might have ended it there. Cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But so don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? Perhaps you two will...
Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates.
WYRMS Crossing. This place has been a haven, and Harpers were less than welcome in the city proper.
Seems hard to imagine your efforts haven't always been appreciated. They told me the armor was a bargain.
A Harper does not go in for public acclaim. We work in shadow and secrecy. Tragically unacknowledged by the
Put him up! Put him up! Wait! I wasn't really... My name's Narber. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventure I want to be... What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right you are! It won't hurt. Rar, are you scared? Did you wet your pants? Did you? Did you? That's right! So how did I do? Are you quaking in your boots with fear? Yes!
Ahoy, stranger! Thanks for stopping by Calm's Garms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember.
Can't return that.
The secret.
You want past?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. WYRMS Rock's closed for the day. Valyria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry. Straight ahead across the bridge, a blind ogre.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be...
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place, confident.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. I welcome you to Baldurs Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration.
Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in WYRMS Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Does it really matter? Meaning? Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
I'd focus on my own
Please
job.
make your way to the
Few
audience
watches
chamber.
to
Is expecting you.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard. Thank you for joining.
It's him. Gortash. This is it.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
I don't want to put you in harm's way.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you're together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be back once it is freed from its shackles. I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor, furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as... What do you say?
I can detect no deceit. This...
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear.
This isn't going to...
I understand your concerns, my old friend. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest...
Take that with a grain of salt.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Orin, some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until even horror. For all its charms, that's where Orin... And now, you're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff before you do. Come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldurs Gate. You will follow me. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will...
Enver Gort.
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash. Look...
My friends, and you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not. Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your...
That's it.
Were you hoping...
Thanks to you.
You most certainly...
You don't really intend to be his ally, do you? Fair enough. Now that he's within...
Steel watch.
What did I tell you? And to think... You see, Gortash has had Will's father... relocated. To his death. Such a Or is there? My. Let's meet Will in your camp. The Duke's love.
It must be exhausting to be...
Don't like it.
You're not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and leave the steel watchers to theirs.
What do you...
You notice the gnomes slip a lock.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. I'm no thief. I'm getting out of here. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's not by boat. It's... My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. Really? Look. Thank you.
If I were you, I'd focus on my own
waiting
job
around.
and leave the steel watchers to theirs.
What are they waiting for?
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
Better.
All we can do is be patient.
I almost believed you this time.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't really glaze that pizza.
The last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us. Gods, it must be exhausting.
How'd Gartage get to be Archduke and...
What's next, I wonder?
Making me sweat.
How...
Mustn't let anyone see.
Still alive, so that's progress.
A glass of dragon dew. Fetch me a bottle, and be quick about it. Once, my lady. Would you...
This area is restricted under orders of Lord Enver Gortash.
My faith protects me.
You take a bath?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house.
Calm down, dear.
Fire.
It won't happen, I swear. You, job and leave the Steel Watchers to theirs.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock must be surrendered. All livestock is now criminal rehab. Racing ongoing.
Raven there to train the fish properly. They hear catching fish. Not give
Really won't feel it.
Not a thing. Don't hold back.
Brace yourself.
Sometimes I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you.
You got a problem. Take it up with 9 fingers. You don't.
It's not what.
The city is.
Keep a lookout. The Mortark don't take kindly to raising the dead, but I won't be long, I promise. My big brother, Garrett. He got killed.
The air crackles with power.
Oh, you're close, Merkel. I can feel your shadow. Give my brother back, please.
She nods along.
Oh, that makes... Resuscita fratrea meam. Emod...
What's it gonna take?
Can't even catch my breath.
Creature.
Onward. Get in there.
stand in my way. Let's get this over with. Time to push my luck again.
getting there.
Vile creature!
The street.
The citizen is unconscious.
Don't push us. This watcher has a short temper. I don't like this. One blow. The street.
If all these folks can just...
Mouth off to the flaming fist.
There's no time to waste.
Take your...
The citizen is unconscious.
See this? This is what happens to troublemakers.
But it won't bring us back, will it?
bathed in the cool gleam of moonlight. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? Ha! That is... Here, I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares. Well, you have come far, I perceive. How may I... My purpose is to connect... I am Vicar Humbletoes.
I wouldn't mind doing a little shopping in the city.
The truth is the truth. I think I may have overdone it with black and purple for, my entire life. Your look serves you well, though.
Glum. You'll be cleaner. I'm 10 years behind.
I'm grateful to be here. I am.
Welcome.
What to do?
Good luck get...
What do I think of Lord Gortash's Steel Watch?
Going to work.
Something over there. No time to dally. Let's see what my touch can do. ghastly diorama. A clown's arm. It's thrown its last custard pie by the look of it.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Nature's servant awaits. Let's see.
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Great idea. Do you remember which way we came?
Left, right. Downstairs, and... Oh, was it upstairs?
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me.
Sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
You do not call upon the sisters. They come when the hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from WYRMS Rock, and hears Mizor.
Shit. Where did...
Sisters.
Infernus contractus te vocam.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldurs Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you arsehole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by... I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not there, but freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate...
A moment passes. In the stillness...
The Ravengard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Well, not exactly. But it's only... Don't be too hard on Will. I'm sure he carefully... Freedom. No more pact. No more hellbound... I would have done the same thing in his shoes. But what do I know about heroes? Ugh, you are. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might... My mistress can be so... capricious. Correct. If you must know, I woke in that but a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Why? I'm supply. I tell you what. When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The absolutists worked. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. The 9 hells of... I call the first hell my home. Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm. A torrid battleground split by the... The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll...
I figured it out. Exactly what I want to do with you. I want to go on a date. A first date.
Please, say yes.
Yes! Oh, amazing. Put on your least bloody tunic and meet me back here. Oh, I'm so excited! Don't keep me waiting.
Still breathing, despite everything.
All set? A little inn in the city. I'm buying, all right? Let it be said. Give me a beat to run ahead. I want to make sure Hi. Hi. You made it. You look nice. Thank you. Baldurian seafood stew. No, thank you. What do you think you'll have? Just what I had in mind. Hey, wanna play pretend? You and me. Let's imagine I get to live 50 more years. We have a whole life ahead of us. What do we do? You know what? I haven't the faintest idea what that is. But it's... Then again... Damn it. I wish I had a longer road ahead of me. I want to walk it with you. Gods, what a disaster. I've always thought I was fearless. Never scared of a fight, of the future. But dying has taught me so much. There's no courage in fearlessness. There's courage in being fucking terrified, but still going forward. Still being grateful. Still trying. We're going to save this city. Together. It's going to be the last thing I do. Call me when you work out the secret to immortality. Until then, I'm just going to get busy.
Turned to mist. This spawn sharing some portion of their master's power.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm struggling to understand why you'd agree to just hand over the crown. Especially for a bloody hammer. I'm glad to hear it. For now, our plan...
Shouldn't go wandering in dark. Wait, you're funny little gnome, she is. Come, on. In you go, before I change my mind.
Let's move.
Oh! We're able to...
We're all on the same side, friend. Don't bug. Nine Fingers invited us herself.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you're ready to do some business. Oh, I've got a few ideas.
Scared shitless.
Ready to do some business? I survived the Hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play.
Oh. Yours? Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes. See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours?
Right. Which crew are...
The names ring familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the guild. A loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise.
In between scores, then. Fair warning. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. You won't. He came out of no...
Just make sure...
If it's Uktai...
You did not see me.
No distraction.
Tempers are right.
A charm, of course.
Bare hands. Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a game.
What? Lady AQ?
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting... I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Are many children old enough? If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a stop.
Yes, Guildmaster.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, she owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for
A big name, that. Such information does not... Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no...
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers?
Against my own city. Careful. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name, Lies. Minsk was never one to need in his but not for much longer.
Nine Fingers.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but if you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell the Stone Lord's well, you've earned that much. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose two of its heroes.
Knife.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, around here, silence is gold. Beverages of distinction. Or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky?
Careful around this. What?
Thanks.
You can get... Don't let the quiet...
Go on.
Did you hear
the mood I am?
Hey? Uniform. Keen white.
Don't.
Look now.
You are...
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. Very kind of you, sir. I'll be dedicating the next...
Nine Fingers is well respected in the Zentarim. Missed the word. True, on top, undisputed.
Remember, no distracting the Zent. Looking to prove yourself. Nice to see a little ambition amongst the smaller crews. Nine Fingers has been known to...
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
What's that? I don't care about Stone Lord Tut. Huh?
Now.
Alright.
I've been to fouler festivals than this. And you... Now, you were speaking to my friend. Politely.
Safe. Nine Fingers is gonna...
The Count?
Happy?
Bloody horse fart. Told ya. I know where the snow goes.
Right. Here's one. Whose pocket would you rather pick? A druid's or cleric's?
Cleric, any day. Last time I emptied a druid's pockets, all I got for it was a nest of bloody squirrels.
Both wrong. Pocket of whatever mark you're asking. Common sense, that.
There is work to do. I love the sound of lockpicking.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Made merry with a beautiful...
Oh, God, he's at it again.
What we told you,
Spoil sport.
Can't afford to stay idle. Let's get this lock to yield.
Might be worth a look.
Whatever it takes.
What's the story?
My faith will guide me.
Hey, good looking.
I'm ready. Trap.
All right, what now?
If I were you...
Dude, and I don't know.
You're supposed to be looking out for us.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
Have you seen the size of a steel watcher?
For the failure on a critical pipe.
That's smoke powder.
Just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Faces, hands.
Watchful.
Excellent. Now, you there.
You feeling all too familiar.
Aha. A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Heavens, no. I'm just the humble proprietor. Avery Sunshall, at your... But you can call me Falogia if you like. Help spread the brand, see? Oh, we trade in anything that can be lit. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? Oh, see for yourself. Remember, and if it's not a fight, have you tried? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a Of course. Browse responsibly. Remember, and if it's not a fight...
Maintaining temperature.
Any torches?
Maybe a little.
Employees only past this point.
I'm gonna need to change out.
Right. Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette.
Village, and they'll be picking.
Little unfun.
Just when you need one.
I shouldn't have run away.
Can't afford it.
Oh, poor kid found his...
Not critical. Just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
I want to go home.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
I will cure you of your pestilence. You have my word.
Have you seen the size of a steel watcher?
This guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own self. You're free to go.
Awaken with the light. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
Sir, oh please.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I
Maintaining
left.
temperature. Steady at the more.
Never a dull moment.
You still look like a customer to me.
You need to change out this barrel soon.
Employees only past this... Unless you got hired since we left.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
You're clearly not wanted here.
Won't blow us up.
I was seen as I was talking.
sound of lockpicking.
Your actions have